again.
Meet Sebastian Hughes, a man to whom political correctness is a speed bump that should be flattened.
You can't go
We
up.
can't send it back all clean.
You can't go up
We
there.
jolly well can. It's a Range Rover.
He's puzzled by people not quite like himself, such as Guardian readers or socialists. A bit of a male chauvinist in a world that he feels is going mad.
I had to go to Croydon. It was like going to a different planet. I was the only white heterosexual male there that day.
Alongside every successful man is a successful woman, usually with a shovel clearing up his mess. In Sebastian's case, it's his wife, Philippa.
Oh, God, Sebastian, honestly.
What?
I mean, what the hell have we got these for?
Sebastian's the kind of man who thinks if we aren't supposed to eat animals, why are they made of meat? And he likes people to know where he stands. He does like pigs, though.
An ideal pig should be very small here and a hell of an arse on them because all the best pork is there.
Fortunately, his eccentric ideas are kept in check by Philippa. She's level-headed, thrifty, every inch the modern businesswoman. Nothing gets past her.
With Sebastian, I have to mentally treble any quote he tells me.
She'll need to keep an eye on spending because they have taken on a huge financial gamble with millions at stake. Many would think they're either insane or have money to burn. When others are selling up, Philippa and Sebastian have just bought a farm. Holwell Farm has been bought by Philippa and Sebastian Hughes. For such a large tract of Dartmoor to be sold intact is almost unheard of. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy 500-odd acres of moor.
I look upon it really as a kind of male menopause, you know. I wanted to take an 18-year-old to Barbados.
Yeah, in your dream.
Yeah. I couldn't find one to go with me, so this is my kind of last...
I'm going to say an 18-year-old girl, I think.
Yeah, girl, yeah. I'm not having any of those things. Anyhow, so this is our last big project, I think, at my age.
Well, yeah, speak for yourself.
What?
Speak for yourself.
Well, anyhow, it's the last big project.
Everything about this project is big. They paid over £1 million for Holwell, but it will need at least another $1 million to bring it into the 21st century. When many farmers are going bust, Philippa and Sebastian are hoping to buck the trend, but it's a gamble.
We haven't got oodles of money, and therefore, to buy Holwell, we'd have to have a substantial mortgage, which means that, of course, you've got to pay the mortgage, and therefore Holwell could not be a gents' residence. We couldn't just live here as grand people. The farm had to earn money.
They plan to bring in old-style farming with pigs, cows and chickens. It all sounds lovely, but these days there's little money in small-scale agriculture. So to pay off their huge mortgage for a cash crop, they're going to harvest tourists.
Ideally, if everything works out, we'd like to turn the buildings into really nice farm cottages for people who want to come and walk on Dartmoor and appreciate Dartmoor. That will bring in an income which will stabilise the farm.
But nothing can happen without planning permission, and being highly visible in the middle of Dartmoor National Park, it's a tricky proposition. Holwell is a beautiful Dartmoor farm that some had almost forgotten. It lies in a valley near Widecombe-in-the-moor, overshadowed by Hay Tor. Millions of people climb the Tor and gaze down onto the farm, yet few visit. People have lived here since medieval times. It's pretty isolated, meaning that it has always been quiet and private. Over the years, grass, shrubs and trees grew tall in the fields. Stone walls crumbled and tumbled. The farm buildings suffered from neglect. When Philippa and Sebastian bought it, there was plenty of scope for modernisation. Holwell will take over their lives over the coming months, but they also have other responsibilities as proprietors of Holm Chase, a beautiful hotel on the banks of the River Dart.
How many have you got for dinner, Brendan? 25. Good. That's not bad. Right, I'll leave it on.
The hotel will give them an income whilst they renovate the farm. Home was a cottage in the hotel grounds, but they were living on top of their work. The farmhouse is much more suitable for bringing up their boys. 9-year-old Henry, who term time is away at boarding school, and 4-year-old Bertie, who now has the run of the place. Bertie loves nothing more than to drive his buggy along the farm's lanes and tracks.
My parents gave me a fantastic upbringing. We lived in the most wonderful place, Devon, and to me, to bring up our boys here was a pipe dream. We actually bought it without ever entering the house. But then on the other hand, I married Philippa without having a survey done on her, so you know, that's turned out quite well. So.
After giving the old farmhouse a lick of paint, it became the Hughes family home. Time now to tackle the interior, hands-on as usual.
Trying to make it look like a good old granite fireplace and make it look like it's been here 400 years and it was put here by 2 Stone Age men with no jacks. Okay, lovely. Okay,
When we first saw it, all we said to each other was, what an opportunity for someone. It's not for us because you need someone to buy this place who has just got a blank cheque and can throw money into it. And we just couldn't get it out of our minds. We went on holiday. When we come back, we're just going to make an offer and we'll go for it. And we'll do it through blood, sweat and probably tears.
From the outside, their lifestyle looks enviable. A fabulous country hotel, a successful business, and now owners of some of the best real estate on the moor.
You must both be very wealthy people to be able to afford this.
No, it's
No, we're
completely
not.
the opposite, actually.
That's the opposite.
I think we've taken on a huge risk and we're probably going to be paying off this mortgage into our dotage.
Financially, how close are you sailing to the wind?
And as close as you can get.
Very, yeah.
Success or failure depends on these people, the park planners. Some resist the idea of almost any development and want Dartmoor to stay exactly as it is. Others understand they must allow people to diversify and create profitable businesses. It all cuts right to the heart of the problems facing the whole of Dartmoor. How can it be protected, yet at the same time made to pay?
Oh, pig smell's gone.
I quite like the pig smell, actually.
Well, I'm sure
Well,
the guests
these were
will.
the original cowsheds built in 1901, all laid out beautifully. And as you can see, they were actually built very, very nicely indeed, with lovely coin stones down the side, right, all oak on top of the troughs. And fortunately for us, lots and lots of windows, because the most expensive thing in converting barns into holiday cottages is banging holes. So this particular barn is going to be a two-bedroomed holiday cottage. You're standing in the living room.
Which will be open plan living.
There'll be, bathroom and 2 bedrooms at this end. That door will be blocked up. And then you'll have a kitchen and living room with a nice wood-burning stove going up the outside. Hopefully, if the builders allow, we'll keep the granite walls. Because the whole idea is that they should be farm holiday cottages. When we investigated this, we looked at lots of holiday cottages, and some of them, no disrespect to the ones we thought were getting a bit shishy. And the whole idea is to make them jolly comfortable, you know, lots of hot water, lots of lovely comfortable beds, but it should be a barn. It should be a converted Dartmoor barn. That's the idea behind it.
We've been extraordinarily lucky with these buildings that they were not listed, and that they were of an age that meant that structurally they were very sound. So we've been able to look at a realistic conversion of these buildings, but in a lot of cases the farm buildings are not going to be viable financially to convert, or there may be planning restrictions that prevent their use in that capacity.
Also, Howard, remember, Holwell was never a traditional Dartmoor farm. These buildings were built in 1901 by a very rich man.
They were an indulgence.
Lord Chief Justice Eaves built this. I think in those days, rather than having your Bentley or something, they were a status symbol to build a model farm. These were model farm buildings.
The old stable block is also ripe for conversion, though this will be more of a challenge.
Hopefully, you've got 3 big windows here, and you've got a lovely old door where you used to shovel the muck out from.
But once you've shovelled one lot,
you couldn't get it any further.
You have to go around and empty it again.
But we've got to live with these little windows. I think when we've taken the wood out, it will be lighter. So we were going to make this into a kitchen living room downstairs, and then upstairs in the hayloft, we'll put 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
But the timescale is frightening. Everything needs to be finished by June, only 4 months away. And they have to convince the planners that their ideas are in the best interest, not just of themselves, but of Dartmoor. And being slap bang in the middle of the moor means the land Holwell stands on is almost sacred ground. The notoriously picky planners might not like their proposals. A lot of Philippa and Sebastian's dreams ride on their decision.